new beginning for all of us. Bridge has Taylor back safe, healthy, 2 beautiful new babies. Thorne and Macy are gonna put it back together again. So maybe, just maybe at last, there's no more interference from you, Brooke.
We'll take things slow this time. There's no need to rush. We've got the rest of our lives to be together. Brooke never really stood a chance. Takes more than a striptease to win a man like Thorne. And that's just something she will never understand.
Macy's very wrong about you. Your feelings for me, isn't she?
You shouldn't be here.
Why not?
Because what if Macy would have come in?
What if she did?
Brooke, Macy wanted tonight to be very special.
Humiliating me wasn't special enough?
You're trying to get back at her, huh? Is that it?
No. No, I'm not. I told you I feel sorry for her. I know what it's like to fight the inevitable. That's what you're doing right now.
We are not inevitable.
Maybe we're not, but these feelings are. And I do blame myself for not seeing it earlier. I mean, who has always been there for me? Believed in me, supported me, no matter what. You know, you're the only man I can say that about. You understand me better than anybody. You've never tried to change me, make me into something else. You accept me for who I am, and I do the same for you.
We are very good friends.
It's gone beyond that.
Can't.
Why? Because Macy doesn't want it?
Oh, Brooke, this isn't just about Macy.
No, it's about your mother, too. You've always been the good son. Somebody she could rely on, approve of. And not only her. You want your family to be happy. Everybody that you care about to be happy. So you give up yourself. You give everything. And you know what? I really admire that about you. I really do. But this time I think you've gone too far. You've sacrificed too much. Even the one thing that you're searching for. My God, Thorne, we would be so happy if you would just...
Happy? How could I be happy? Hell, how could I even live with myself, Brooke, if I do what you're asking? I went after Macy. I begged for her trust, okay? And now you're asking me just to break her heart. And my family's just starting to heal. You know what this would do to them? And not just my mother either.
I do know what we would be dealing with. And I don't want to hurt anybody either. But what alternative do we have? Are we supposed to live our lives the way people think we should? Even if that means we're lonely or alone? And that's what you would be with Macy. Lonely. She can't do for you what I can. And you know that. And she would too. Maybe not right away. I mean, she could kid herself for a year or two, but at Thorne, eventually she would realize that she can't give you everything that you need. Now, you don't think that would break her heart?
Hi, Stephanie.
Is this an inconvenient time?
No, come on in.
All right. I came to see Thorne, and then, I saw the light here, so I thought he was probably over here with you.
No, he's not. He got called into work.
Oh.
But I'm glad you're here. I've been meaning to talk to you about this whole situation with Brooke.
I thought the situation with Brooke was over.
Oh, it is. It is. Definitely after tonight.
What happened tonight?
She showed up at the Insomnia where Thorne and I were trying to have dinner.
The woman has no shame.
I was furious. But it actually worked out for the best.
How?
Well, let's just say that I made it clear that she wasn't welcome. And she left, and Thorne and I went on to have a wonderful evening.
I'm very happy to hear that, because that's exactly what you needed. Time just to work things out without any interference.
Yeah. I really think we're on track now. And I want to thank you for supporting me through all this.
Yeah, well, when Brooke's in the picture, you need all the support you can get.
You know, actually, she really wasn't even that hard to get rid of.
Macy, don't ever underestimate Brooke. Ever.
I'm sorry your last name is Forrester. And I'm sorry Macy loves you. I'm sorry your mother hates me. But Thorne, those aren't good enough reasons to pass up this chance. My God, people would give anything just to feel this way. I know I'm one of them.
Well, I'm not.
Oh, I don't buy that for a second. I have known you for years, and I have seen you risk everything for the sake of love.
Yeah. And you've seen me get burned, haven't you? And you've seen me hurt people.
But I've hurt people too. And that's only when we're not being honest. Honest with ourselves, honest with them. And all I'm asking you to do here is to be honest about your feelings. Now, I know what Macy wants. I know what your mother wants. I know what this whole goddamn world wants. But I want to know what you want. You, with me, right here, right now. What do you want?
You're what I want. God help me.
You know, Clarke, you really don't have to thank me because you finally discovered you have a wonderful son, if that's what you're saying.
No, I mean, CJ and I, we'd hang out on the weekends, we'd talk. But nothing like this. Working together. Every day, day after day. Oh, I tell you, it means a lot to me.
It means a lot to CJ, too.
Oh, I know that. I know. I've never been this important in someone's life before. Or if I have, I ran away from it. I would have run away from this, but you wouldn't let me.
Oh, that's not true. It was your own decision to come back and work at Spectra again.
No, Sally, you were very clever. Yeah, when the outrageous outfits didn't work, you sent a kid to lay a guilt trip on me.
Well, it's only natural. A mother's got to do what a mother's got to do.
Well, you did it. It worked. And I'm glad. Really, I mean it. You know, coming here, working with a boy, it's the best thing that I ever did.
And it certainly hasn't done your career any harm, has it?
No, it hasn't. I've gotten more acclaim from one showing here than I would have gotten in centuries at Forrester. You know, Sally, I owe you a lot. No, really. I do. Thanks.
Believe me, I am not underestimating Brooke. I know exactly the kind of person she is and how low she'll stoop to get whatever she wants.
Right. And now she wants Thorne.
But Thorne doesn't want her. Stephanie, I wasn't so sure about that, but after tonight, I am.
Why is that?
Because tonight was just, it was so wonderful. I mean, the dinner was great. We took a walk on the beach. It was just so romantic. We didn't say too much to each other. We just didn't have to because it felt so right. And now the more I think about it, the more I realize that Brooke never really was a serious threat. And that is why I'm so sorry that I told you what was happening.
Oh, Thorne told you what happened.
No, but I assumed you talked to him.
Well, I was very upset.
I can imagine.
No, you cannot begin to imagine. You know, Macy, this has just gone on for so long. First, it's Brooke interfering with Ridge and Caroline. Then she takes Eric from me and marries him and divorces him. Then she goes after Ridge when he's with Taylor. I mean, it seems like it never stops. When I found out that she wanted Thorne, when I found out she was going after him, it was the last straw. I thought I've just got to find a way to stop her.
What did you do?
Well, I lost control of myself. I got into a terrible confrontation with her. I just lost my temper and I hit her.
Oh my God.
It's not like me,
No,
know?
I know it isn't.
But you know, she pushes you and she pushes you. She pushes you until you think there's just nothing left. It drives you over the edge, and you know, you say to yourself, how do you stop this person? How do you protect your family?
This is what I want. Tonight, every night. Okay? So now you know.
Thorne. It's gonna be all right.
I would love to just shut out the world and lose myself in you.
So would I.
But there is an outside world. And it makes this, whatever this is, impossible, Brooke. Can you see that?
Nothing's impossible when we're together.
Well, we can't be together.
Oh, you can't keep shutting off these feelings. They're only gonna get stronger.
You are a beautiful woman.
What does that have to do with anything?
Every man that was attracted to you went back on
This
his
is
word.
more than an attraction, isn't it?
Who the hell knows?
Well, I know. I've been attracted to people before. We work with gorgeous models every single day, but that's different. These feelings, they go beyond the physical. At least they do for me. I mean, I'm talking about love and friendship and somebody who can look into your soul. And the way I feel with you, safe, protected, special. Being able to be me and living the life that I've always dreamed of. Well, that is what I want with you. Not just sex. Now, what is it that you were talking about? Is it all about desire?
No, it's more than that.
How much more? Tell me, Thorne, please. I want to know.
Oh, Adam, good. I've been looking for you. We need to know the status on that silk shipment.
It's on the way.
I need it tomorrow.
You'll have it.
Great. I think there's some matters in the cutting room that need my attention.
You know, Red, you ought to be a little careful.
About what?
Garrison.
Forget about Bucky. He's harmless.
Oh, really? Since when? Need I remind you?
Need I remind you that I have been taking care of this company and myself all alone for a lot of years. Now, you really want to worry about somebody. You ought to be worrying about Macy.
What about Macy?
She and Thorne are still not married.
That's a problem?
Yes, that is a problem. That's a problem for Macy because she loves him so much, Adam. Now, you may not care about that, but I do. And I actually believe that the two of them really belong together. Something's happened. Something's come between them. And I'll tell you one thing. I intend to find out what it is.
So you hit Brooke, and then what happened?
Thank God Thorne showed up and stopped it from going any further.
And Brooke didn't press charges?
No. She knows the best way to get back at me is to go after him.
Well, I don't think she'll be doing that anymore. And even if she does, it's not going to do her any good because Thorne and I are doing great.
I'm very relieved to hear that. I'm happy we had a chance to talk.
Me too.
Thorne coming back?
I hope so.
Well, when he does show up, will you give him a hug and kiss for me?
Yes.
Tell him I said he's a very lucky man because he has you.
You want me, but why?
It's not the kind of thing you analyze.
Oh, you shouldn't have to. You should know in your heart. What is this, Thorne? Is this just a little walk on the wild side?
No.
You know, I've never been any of those names that your mother has called me, and I'm certainly not going to start now.
I would never treat you that way, Brooke. I would never even think of you that way. And who knows what we have or what we could have. I mean, these feelings came out of nowhere.
No, they came out of years of friendship. You and I have been searching for the same thing for so long, for someone to love us, body and soul. And it just kept slipping through our fingers. And now I know why. Because we were meant to find each other. Here it is right here, in front of us, what we've been searching for. And you won't see it. Or at least you won't admit it. So what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to drag you back into my lair? You know, I am tired of being the bad guy. I'm just tired. I'm tired of playing these games.
Games?
Yes. You would have thought I had learned my lesson, but here I am being the lone warrior again. I am fighting on my own for what we both want. Well, it doesn't work that way. It's going to be my fault if you break up with Macy. I'm the seductress. I'm the homewrecker.
Brooke, I never meant for you to...
No, you know what? It was my choice. My mistake. But I'm done with that now. I'm a mother, and I have responsibilities, and I can't waste time. I love you, Thorne. And if you want me, you're gonna have to fight for me.
And if I'm tired of fighting?
Well, then I'm sorry. I'm sorry for both of us. But I'm especially sorry for you. Because I will find love. I have not given up on it. And I won't settle for less. But you. Goodbye, Thorne.
Brooke. Don't go. I love you, Brooke Logan.